Hello, you are with me, the voice of ability on for persons with disability. United Nations statistics estimate that over 600 million people live with disability globally, and over 400 million people live with disability in Africa. 40% of Africa's population are made up of people living with disability. 10 to 15% of school-age children in Africa live with disability. Ghana's population is over 32 million, and 8% are people living with disability. How does this impact on persons with disability in terms of policy formulation, marriage and family life, education, healthcare, employment, and so on? For those of us in the disability community, discrimination and stigmatization is the root cause of almost every challenge we face. However, success only comes to those who know how to overcome their challenges and not those who know how to avoid challenges. So join me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability, as I navigate my way through the riveting stories, the unbelievable experiences, and the life-transforming journeys of persons with disability on the Helping Hand TV show. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Helping Hand TV show, where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. And like I say, you are welcome. You're welcome to my world where disability is not inability. Special thanks to DV Unlimited Company Limited and Fast Chapel, my proud sponsors. This is a very, very special episode, but I'll go for a quick break. When I come back, I'll introduce you to this very, very special episode. It's a Helping Hand TV show. Stay tuned, I'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, you are with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability, and today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend, others call her the sweet companion, and others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable, and she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samuna Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Body Lotions, DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos, DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners, DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents, DV Cleaners Hand Wash, DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners, DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners, DV Cleaners Cake Soaps, and now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the top most made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability, and you are supporting H4P Organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners!
Nature's finest touch!
Hello, this is the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. Life is about success. Success is about achievements, but greatness is about helping others to achieve success. I believe strongly that God gave us two hands so that we can use one hand for ourselves and the other hand to help other people. But Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman seemed to have used both of her hands to help everybody else. Christina Hackman had a quality personality that touched many lives and inspired quality in many people. Mrs. Christina Hackman didn't only touch lives with her hands of generosity, but also she touched lives with her heart of magnanimity, intimacy, and leniency. So what sort of person was Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman?
Very intelligent, jovial, welcoming anybody who came her way.
She was kind, she was generous, and she was caring.
She felt free sharing whatever she had with people. She was generous with everything she had.
She was always willing to give. She really gave beyond what one would expect.
Baby was a jewel God gave us.
She would call and wish you a happy birthday even before you yourself became aware that the day was your birthday.
Baby was the one who brought us all together.
Loving, caring,
always smiling.
She cannot be replaced.
Baby has left a huge legacy.
I'm here to talk to you about the Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, also known as the Chill Awards. The Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, also known as the Chill Awards, is an award scheme by the H4P Organization in honor of my mom, Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman, an amazing woman, an incredible woman. The Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards recognizes the impact and the efforts made by persons with disability, especially towards national development.
It's the Chill Awards, powered by the H4P Organization.
Chill Awards.
The Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. The Chill Awards.
Chill Awards.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome again to the Helping Hand TV show, your favorite TV show. This is the Celebration of Love, Part 3, in honor of the memory of my late mom, Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman. We fondly call her baby. She has left a huge legacy. She has made so much impact, and to celebrate and honor her memory, we are doing the Celebration of Love. At H4P, we are sharing the love and we are spreading the love. So this is a celebration of love. So show love to somebody by you, especially a person with disability. Well, at the Celebration of Love at the Akropong School for the Blind, we had some interviews with certain people about their reaction, about what their perception was about what H4P is doing with the Celebration of Love. This is huge. This is huge. Spreading love to the disability community in honor of Mrs. Christina Ananswa Hackman. I'll take you into some of the interviews that were conducted. It's a Helping Hand TV show, Celebration of Love, special episode. Enjoy it and stay tuned.
I have with me here today a wonderful man I'd like to speak with. So, sir, you are very welcome. I'd like for you to introduce yourself to us. Your name, please.
Thank you very much. My name is Pastor Amishadai Ofosua Samoa.
Pastor Amishadai Ofosua Samoa, you are very welcome. Pastor Amishadai, I've seen you walking around here for a while now. I've seen you moving from one point to the other, supporting in the best way that you can. I'd like to find out, what has your experience been so far?
I mean, it has been incredible. It has been amazing. The Bible said that for God so loved the world that he gave. And when God loved the world, he gave to us the only thing that he has. He gave to us his best. And that is what I see Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman, doing for persons with disability. And the atmosphere has been incredible. I see smiles on the faces of people. Today's Ghana, to pay for healthcare is a bit challenging, and bringing it right to your doorstep to administer various health care or health services to the various group of people in this very place is incredible. And we say God bless Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman for the amazing and incredible work he's doing in the disability community.
God bless Bishop indeed. Pastor Amishadai, I'm aware you are a father. As fathers or men of the house, we have the responsibility of providing for the house and ensuring everybody is okay in the house. As a father, looking at the fact that part of the provision you make for the house is also healthcare or medical support in the best form that you can make available, and seeing that Bishop is making this service available to students for free. Imagine your child, whether daughter or son, goes to school and then comes back to tell you, Daddy, today they did health screening for us. How would such a news make you feel?
I'll be so glad. I'll be so excited. I remember one of the days my little girl wasn't feeling well. We had to visit the health facility, and before coming out of the health facility, we spent not less than thousands of CDs. So to give the best health care to your children, you need to have money to be able to do that. So if my child comes back from school and tells me, Daddy, today we had a health screening and some of our health challenges have been taken care of, it lifts a certain burden off my shoulder. And I think when I was here, I heard one of the health personnel talked about the fact that you spend not less than 1,000 CD when you visit, the dentist for cleaning of the teeth and other stuffs. And this one we are doing dentist, ear screening, eye screening, malaria screening. So we can talk about the thousands of CDs that Bishop, providing medication as well. So you can talk about the thousands of CDs Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman is giving to each student right here. And it is incredible. So I believe that as a parent, I'll be so glad, I'll be so excited. That is why we always pray that God would bless Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman with his abundance so that he can keep doing the work that God has given to do on earth. Yeah.
So in today's Ghana, let me add, 1,000 CDs can do a whole lot for you. So a good job is what Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman is doing today. And as a pastor, as a father that is so glad and excited, would you like to say a word of blessing for Bishop for what he's doing, and then also to the students of Akropong School for the Blind? Do you have anything to say to them?
Yes, I do. First of all, we want to encourage corporate organizations, governmental institutions to come on board, because imagine if you have many hands, doing this, the work will be easier, and we can just imagine the great things Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman would be doing when he has support coming in. So you can donate to H4P Organization. The numbers are on the screens. Wherever you have joined us from, whether watching on YouTube, on Facebook, on the website, whichever country you have joined from, we are advocating that you support this worthy cause and help put a smile on a child with disability. And we know that God will release his blessing upon your life. We also want to say thank you to Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman for this incredible and amazing work that he is doing. Someone who wouldn't mind to give you his last. The tree will say that this is the kind of person we are talking about. So on this day, and as a pastor, I want to speak the blessing of God upon his life, that God will open doors for him, God will release his resources upon his life, and God will bring in sponsors from all walk of life so that they will be a part of this worthy cause. We pray that God will strengthen him and God would empower him so that he keeps putting smiles on faces of people and families that have given up. Also, we speak a word of blessing over Akropong School for the Blind, especially their teachers. We are asking that the Spirit of the living God will bless them and he will strengthen them to keep on doing the good work that they are doing. And to the children, we pray that God will release his glory upon their lives, that God will be with them, he will strengthen them throughout this time. God will cause his face to shine upon them and be gracious to them. And above all, we are praying that the Spirit of the living God will give them his kind of peace. Amen.
All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have a young gentleman here with me who I would like to speak with briefly. So, Mr., kindly tell us your name.
Please, I'm Prince Benyud.
Prince, all right. Prince, you are welcome. What would you say the experience has been for you?
It's been a great experience. It's been very great. I'd like to thank our father, Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman, for taking this great initiative. Going out of his way to take money from his own pocket to help persons with disability. It really shows how great and selfless he is. And I pray God takes him to higher heights, increases him, and makes him a very great person so that he can continue to help persons with disability. Thank you.
So, Prince, looking at what Bishop is doing for Akropong, first of all, for Akropong School for the Blind, most important of all, in honor of his mother, Mrs. Christina Nanso Hackman, does this present any lesson to you, looking at the kind of love he has for his mother and the way he's working hard to touch people's lives because he knows that is what his mother would have loved to do? Does this present you with any lesson at all?
Yes, please. The lesson it presents to me is selflessness. I mean, people can decide to celebrate their mothers, and maybe they'll throw a party, have some friends over, and maybe like engage them how good his mother was to him. But he's going out of his way to help people. That shows like the kind of training he was taking through. His mother really taught him well, and she really trained him and brought him up to be the person he is today. And I thank God for her being so good to him, for him to be able to go out of his way to help others in celebration of her. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And one other lesson I'm picking up today from this whole experience is that our mothers should not, especially our special mothers like Mrs. Christina Nanso Hackman, should not only be celebrated only on Mother's Day and birthdays and sometimes Christmas, but should be celebrated at all times, should be honored at all times. And it's also, I believe, it's also a great lesson to the mothers in the house to also match up and become exceptional mothers and become selfless. Of course, mothers generally are selfless, but should match up and become incredible mothers that would make impacts, leave a lasting impact in the lives of their sons and daughters and children in general, whether biological or adopted, whoever they are. Mothers should take that task or responsibility up and be blessings in the lives of their children. And this would in turn extend to other people as their children emulate them. Don't you think so?
Yes, I.
So you are going to honor your mother more often?
Yes, please.
I know your mother. I'll ask her. All right. Thank you very much, Prince, and enjoy the rest of the program. All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to appreciate our sponsors one more time. Fire City Chapel, Charles Hackman Ministries, Tobinco Pharmaceuticals, Atlantic Life Science, PEMF Eye Care, Equator Foods Ghana Limited, Frankie's Food and Rooms, Hansal Limited, Center for Hearing and Speech Services, University of Education Winneba, Lucozade Energy Drink, Eva Milk, and DV Unlimited Company Limited. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please do stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You are still with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. This is a celebration of love, special helping hand episode. I'll go for a break. I'll be right back. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Success is a product of hard and wise work. Here's 60-second success with the Bishop. Stay tuned.
Welcome to 60-second success with the Bishop, where I give you success nuggets for a successful life. Whatever level of success you desire to achieve, whether big or small, local or international, you cannot achieve that success if you first don't take the first step. Most people spend so much time planning and yet never take the first step to achieve their dreams. To be successful, you must start from somewhere. And the best place to start from is where you are. A year from now, you will wish you had started today. A year from now, you would wish you had started earlier. The journey of 1,000 miles, it is said, begins with a step. Be bold, be brave, be confident, and start something worthwhile today in order to be successful tomorrow. It has taken 60 seconds for me to give you this success tip. But it will take more than 60 seconds for you to put it to work in your life. So start your journey to success now.
Welcome back.
All right, Philip. I know you've been with the H4P organization for a while. So, Philip, all throughout the 13 years, how have things been like for you? What would you say has been the most challenging feat for the H4P organization within these 13 years?
Thank you very much, Nana, and we say thank you to everybody that has been a part of the third edition of Celebration of Love. It's been good, it's been great, and we are grateful. Nana, it will amaze you that we have audience that join us online right from the chapter 1. They stay online for hours.
Wow.
They will be watching, they will be commenting, they will be participating. I want to take this time to say thank you to all our online audience. We have people joining us from Germany, Netherlands, the UK, the US. I mean, it's mind-blowing. We are grateful for your support and for always tuning in to be part of Celebration of Love. I cannot answer your question straight without acknowledging the CEO of the H4P organization.
Yes,
the Bishop himself. I mean, he is a great visionary. He has been an exceptional leader, and H4P has come this far under his leadership, and the challenges, the difficulties, and all the setbacks. It is because of his leadership that you are able to surmount, and you realize that doing this work of bringing dignity to disability is a calling. It's an assignment, despite all setbacks and all the difficulties the organization faces. But what I would say is that the paramount or the dominant challenge the H4P organization has faced has to do with funds.
Wow.
Funds. You know, people, we have organizations that they have funds but they don't have ideas.
Okay.
They have support, they have sponsorship, but they don't have projects. H4P, we have several projects that we wish to do, several projects we wish to bring to the fore to bring dignity, help bring dignity to disability. And the good part of the whole thing is that we are able to take the initiative despite the lack of funds. It goes a long way to tell you the kind of passion that the organization has, and under the able leadership of the Bishop, that regardless of external support not coming in, this is something we want to do. This is something we think that if it is brought to the fore, the disability community in Ghana would gain some dignity. There will be future for the disability community in Ghana. Mindsets concerning the disability community in Ghana can be changed, and these are the motivations so that our dominant challenge, or the dominant challenge from where I sit, I see, is with finances, because there's so much H4P could have done. We could have done like 4 times, if not 50 times more, the thing that has been done. Because for the project, when it come into the archives and the books of the H4P organization, several dreams, several visions, several projects that has to be undertaken. But you take it one at a time until we get the needed funds. And I'm hoping that as we have viewers joining us from all over the world, they would see this great work the H4P organization is doing, and they would decide to lend a helping hand to the helping hand team.
Yeah, that's incredible. So there's this saying in the Akan language that goes like this. It says, "Nyonya ketua obemao no, onya kesia obemao." So if, which translates as, he who has little and shares with you would equally share with you when he has much. So to look back at what the H4P organization has done with the little they have, I can only imagine what they will do when they get much more than they currently have. And I can only imagine the kind of lives and the number of lives that will be touched.
There was somebody the Bishop interviewed some years ago, and the person was saying that nobody would ever go to the market to buy rotten tomatoes. Like, you won't go to the market and say that I want to buy tomatoes, but I like the rotten ones. I don't want the good ones. I don't like the good looking ones. So I mean, it is not anybody's choice to want to ask to be disabled, but it can be from an accident or unforeseen things, medical conditions, things that are beyond individuals' control. So what you're doing is to create a platform, create a system, create a community that can accommodate and easily host a person with disability. Because sometimes even if you become old, as a result of old age, your mobility is you are limited. So there are things you could have done when you were younger. I mean, some stairs you could have climbed, so that if you are creating ramps for a person with disability, indirectly you are helping the aged. And when you are in a state in one way or the other, even some people become pregnant and their movements are impaired. But you create this system that it does not only help the disability community, but help the general populace. So that if the mindset is corrected, then you notice that every support you give towards the disability community, and I would say specifically to the H4P organization, you know that you are securing a future not only for persons with disability, but for somebody in somebody in your family. Because we can't tell what would happen tomorrow. If we appreciate the fact that we want to create a holistic environment, we want to create an all-inclusive environment. If we flip the coin and you are in that state, would you have loved not being helped, loved going to the hospital as a person with hearing impairment, that when you go, your condition cannot be accurately and adequately interpreted because there's no sign language interpreter at the hospital? So that when you are a person who doesn't have a disability or a visible disability, we are advocating for this. It is not for only the hearing impaired, but what if something happens in life that you are unable to hear or you are unable to express yourself? If a system is created in these hospitals, at the end of the day, it is going to help. So we are saying that the mindset of people who are in the position to help should be changed so that we support things like this. Then, if we are able to bring the best out of persons with disability, it means that both persons without visible disability and persons with disability are being given equal platform to mature, grow, and contribute significantly to the development of the nation.
That's true.
So we still would urge, your audiences, Ghanaians and international audience, that support the H4P organization so that we can do more in bringing dignity to disability, because it goes a long way to impact not only the disability community, but everybody within the community or within the nation.
That's a very important point you raised there, Philip. One part that really touches or tickles me a lot is when the H4P organization says they bring dignity to disability. They might be bringing dignity to disability, but I believe that bringing dignity to disability is also bringing dignity to humanity.
Definitely.
Every effort the H4P organization does to bring dignity to disability or persons with disability culminates into giving humanity in general dignity. And that is a worthy cause that requires support.
Can I comment
please
on what
do,
you said?
please
So
do.
when you talk about even the slogan of the H4P or the mantra of the H4P organization, bringing dignity to disability, whilst we were speaking, I'm looking at a typical parent who has given birth to a child with visual impairment, and assuming there is no school for the blind, then this mother thinks that this is the end. There is nothing
that can be done,
that can come out of this child. And especially when people in the community begins to accuse this woman that it is because of some sins she has committed, or it's because of something she had done
or grandmother did,
and all superstitious beliefs that she went to consult a shrine, or all kinds of interpretations that are given to suppress this woman who is already depressed as a result of giving birth to this child. So you have a company or an organization like H4P organization that comes up with a program, the Helping Hand TV show. Such a parent watches this TV and sees the bishop interviewing a successful visually impaired person, a lawyer at that. Now this woman knows that there is a future, or things have been put in place that can help this child, in as much as it is not enough. But when stakeholders also watch this program, and knowing that parents are also watching this program, what structures would they then have to put in place to make it such that when somebody, some way, somehow, gives birth to a child with disability, you know that Ghana has created a community or has created a system, an enabling environment that doesn't make you the mother disadvantaged, let alone your child disadvantaged. But you know that you can take this child to this school, from this school there are these provisions made that this child can progress from this level. There are these professional provisions that have been made that this child can ascend to. So as a parent, you can even advise your child and help your child navigate her path, this or her path, to get good careers and become significant people in the country. So the whole concept, bringing dignity to disability, so that we don't encounter disability then we give up, because we throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. If somebody is having visual impairment, it is the vision of the person, the sight of the person that has been affected. But there are other aspects.
True.
The bishop has interviewed people with
mobility,
visual impairment, and they tell you that the other senses are like as if they are multiplied in their function, so that their hearing become extra sharp, more sensitive, because all the parts begins to make up or complement. So these are things that are set in place. So bringing dignity to disability is a whole project, is a whole, mandate, is a whole vision that has to be supported. So that if this project is supported, we know that there's a great future in Ghana. We are not praying for people to become disabled, but we are setting structures so that just in case you become a person with disability, there is something that can host you, there is something that can accommodate you, there is something that you can freely use. Like you can easily go to the market, you can easily go to school, and you will not be limited as a result of your disability.
That's I agree with you totally. This is the message we need to send across for everyone to know. It is said that the application of knowledge is power. So to have a TV program like the Helping Hand TV show, which educates people, gives them knowledge, it actually empowers them to become better. All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you are enjoying the conversation we are having here. We have a lot more to go. Stay tuned and we will be right back.
It's the music segment on the Helping Hand TV show.
But grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. I don't.
Welcome back.
All right, welcome back, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. If you have just joined us, we are here at the Akropong School for the Blind, and we are sharing love with the students and teachers of the Akropong School for the Blind. In fact, I'm joined here by my favorite MC in the person of Mr. Philip Tete. And Mr. Philip, before we went...
Yes, my favorite MC.
Before we went on the break, we're talking about funding being one of the H4P's main challenge. And I've been thinking through it, and I've been wondering, if funds have not been available for more than 12 years, how has the H4P organization been able to stay afloat? Because if it had been me, I tell you, I'd have closed shop maximum 3 years. How has the H4P organization been able to do it and stay in? You see, I know what a lot of people say to these NGOs or NGOs like the H4P organization. When you go seeking for funds, they'll tell you that we know you people are coming to take our money to chop. But in the case of the H4P organization, it's quite different.
Our monies are being taken to be chopped.
Exactly. People are not giving us the monies to support the worthy cause that we are engaged in. And we have proven over time that we are a true organization. Every fund that we have taken out of our own pockets has gone to touching lives. So it's quite clear that if you release your funds to support the H4P organization, a lot more lives will be touched. But my question is, how has the H4P organization done it?
It's the leadership of the H4P organization. And again, I would have to say thank you and kudos to the CEO of the H4P organization, Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman.
Yeah.
It is his leadership that when you don't have funds, some way, somehow, something has to be done. And he breaks his back, works so hard, makes sure that he raises money through every good means so that H4P would keep going. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge Fire City Chapel and DV Unlimited Company Limited. These are two companies that have stood with the H4P organization over the years.
And the Charles Hackman Ministries.
And the Charles Hackman Ministries has been phenomenal, the support that they have given, aside the internal work that the H4P organization has to do to generate funds.
Exactly.
You know, when you are afar, you say that H4P has money.
Yeah.
But we have as much to do the project that we are supposed to do.
Exactly.
And a lot of wisdom, a lot of thinking, a lot of planning has to be invested into it so that you make the best out of the little you have, so that it becomes so glorious. It is done with excellence to make you know that we don't just talk, but we work.
Philip, putting this in perspective, aside the projects the H4P organization does, projects like the Celebration of Love, and all other outreach programs.
The Helping Hand TV show.
That's what I was coming to. The Helping Hand TV show, which airs every week. You know, TV bills in this country, television bills in this country is just absolutely crazy. So for the H4P organization to do the usual outreach programs they do and go even beyond to do the advocacy they do on TV always blows my mind. How are they able to do it? This is incredible.
And I'd like to say thank you also to God for the help, how he chooses to create opportunities for us so that a company like DV Unlimited Company Limited, they sell home care products. So when you purchase products from this company, you know that the proceeds does not only benefit the company, but
goes to help persons with disabilities.
It goes to help the H4P organization's project towards the disability community. We like to keep reiterating that we need financial support. We may not look like it, but we really need it so that we can do the things that we are currently doing, what the H4P organization is currently doing, and other projects that we have tabled out, other projects that we have documented that we want to execute. If these funds come in, like you rightly said earlier,
it is said that your fruit you are in a piano.
Exactly, so that if H4P organization, out of the limited resources, this is what we have done. I mean, you talk about the H4P National Inter-School Disability.
That's
Fun
another
games
one. That's another
I
one.
mean, students from Akropong are invited all the way from the eastern region to partake in these games at Accra. So all we are saying is that this is what H4P can do, not receiving external help. You can imagine that a child who is, climbing a good tree, if I'm doing literal translation, is the one that you need to support.
Exactly.
So if by the child's strength, he's able to start this process. If you give the child a lift, a lot can be done.
Exactly.
So more help should come from all over the world. Let's support the Bishop and the H4P organization. And I know that by the end of the 1 year, you would hear of significant things.
True.
We know people, it's rather unfortunate that non-profit making organizations, NGOs, I should say, those who have gone ahead of us that have marred the waters for us, that they would go in for funds, but they would do nothing, or the focus is to get funds. It has not been the focus of H4P.
Sure.
The focus has been impact. And you can tell the impact that is being made today.
Yeah.
And Nana, one thing I like about the H4P organization is the strategic projects they do.
Very
relevant projects.
Very
you know, somebody
true.
can give you a gift that you can't do much about
with it, yeah.
But when H4P organization gives you a gift,
it's timely. Like always
this
timely.
Free health screening project. Just some few weeks ago, there was another project that was organized for mothers who have children with cerebral palsy, and a significant project creating physiotherapy sessions for all the children, like over 500 people that came.
Wow.
And physiotherapy is very expensive.
Very expensive.
So most parents keep their children at home, and conditions that could have been remedied because there was no funds. They keep the child at home and the situation becomes complicated. H4P goes out of their way to create this for them so that mothers can have this experience, create an appetite for them so that they can keep doing this.
The other one with the hearing impaired school.
That is the Dr. Tetelclu's school for another strategic project.
Yes.
You know, persons with hearing impairment, there is this communication gap when they go to health care facilities because I'm having pain at a particular part of my body and I come and how do I sign it for you to understand?
Yes.
So when that gap is there, but H4P brings the hospital to their schools.
Exactly.
Now they have sign language interpreters that can adequately interpret what a child is experiencing, and they were giving drugs for free as well.
Yeah.
And it is impactful. You see the children, you see how excited they are, and you see how fulfilling they are. So whether H4P organization structure something for children, it is so relevant.
Yeah.
If they structure it for parents, it is incredible. They do it for, institutions, and it's just amazing. They create things for caregivers, and it is mind-blowing. So I like that wisdom the H4P organization invest in coming up with projects. Now, when they are done executing the project, the recipients or the participants will forever be grateful because they leave handprints.
Exactly.
To God be the glory, great things He has done. We thank God so much for the life of this special woman, for the life of this amazing woman, my mother, Mrs. Christina Nanswa Hackman. I thank God that my paths crossed with you. I thank God that God gave you to me as my mother. If I have to choose again, I will choose you over and over again. I bless God for your life, a life well lived. Well, this is all time would allow us on this special edition of the Helping Hand TV show, the Celebration of Love. I'll come your way again next week. Let me say special thanks to my sponsors, Devian Limited, Company Limited, and Fire City Chapel. Thank you so much. Until I come your way again next week, remember that disability is not inability, and we are celebrating love, and we are sharing the love, we are spreading the love. So show love to somebody by you, because it's a celebration of love. I'll come your way again next week. Until then, God bless you and take care of yourself.